Hey y'all, happy Valentine's Day.
Happy Valentine's Day. No.
Before.
Sorry if I sound crazy. I literally, like, my sinuses and, like, everything is actually under attack from RFK. So, like, he, like, literally, like, drugged my fucking Propel. So, like.
No, and don't push yourself, you know what I mean?
No, so, like, sorry if I literally have to, like, stop and A, drink water, B, blow my nose, C, like, I don't just stop. So.
No, we're family here, you know what I mean? We're comfy. Hey guys.
Hey gang.
Should we talk about love today? Like,
I guess happy as if we don't, like, every.
Well, we don't talk about like love. We be cutting up about men. That's different things.
I don't fuck with them.
You know what I'm saying?
Fuck with those
yes, you do kind of this like this. I'm like, yes, you do.
Guys,
yes,
right. Y'all give us a new STEM toy unlocked.
Guys, Party City's going out of business if you haven't heard.
Yeah.
And I was keying with the girly at Party City to get our Party City, you know, decorations. And sorry, me fixing my evil eye bracelet. And she was like telling me that they think they're going to close by the end of February.
Gag.
So long story short.
That's so unfortunate.
Yeah, no, we're definitely like in a recession, but I'm just saying like everything in there is like mad cheap. Like honestly, I was like walking around like, if I can figure out by the end of February what I want to be for Halloween this year, like I'm going to get, because everything is
smart.
Dirt cheap.
Do
like,
they have any like human hair wigs? No, I'm just kidding.
I'm like, they have synthes, like they have synthetics. But like, even like, if I can figure out like what theme I want my party to be, like if for some reason I want it to be Peppa Pig, Disney princesses, or Marvel, like they have it.
Heavy on Peppa Pig.
Heavy on Peppa Pig. Or Mario Kart, I think they had too.
Slay. I like was making a joke saying that if I were to have kids, that's the joke.
Right, that's the joke. Hard stop.
If I were to have kids, I would only make them listen to Peppa Pig so they have a British accent.
Real.
That'd be so funny.
I mean, you
or
can just raise them in
Bluey.
London.
They could be Australian. Right.
Is Bluey Australian?
I'm pretty sure.
Okay, work Bluey.
Or New Zealand.
Did you see that TikTok that was it was like this mom who did like a Bluey birthday party for her kid and she accidentally got like Bluey's dad.
Oh.
And the kid was like, girl, that's Bluey's dad. And she was like, how can you tell? And he was like, the facial hair.
They're like strict as fuck.
Like
Kids
strands.
are strict as fuck about Bluey. Like there's like bingo, bitches don't play about bingo. Like honestly, they might like bingo more than they like Bluey. I'm pretty sure bingo's Bluey's
the yellow one
sibling. Yeah, the yellow one.
Okay, work bingo.
I also didn't know that Bluey's a girl, I think. I don't know. That's a non-binary.
All them gender
name.
appropriations, all the non-binaries.
That's a
like,
hella non-binary ass name, Bluey.
Bluey's definitely somebody you
and
met.
bingo. Like, those are non-binary children. Those are non-binary ass
like,
dogs.
I'm like
straight up.
Straight up.
Straight
Speaking
up.
of non-binaries, we're talking about love today, huh?
Oh, I was like
honestly, speaking of Bluey, I'm like.
Speaking of non-binary people.
And her heart, by the way, says, or their heart says, you are dynamite. Like,
oh, it's cute.
I know. I was going to say you can keep it
around.
Yeah, I was going to say
Q
she's
literally
cute.
throws it in a closet.
No,
that's what I say. Here's the thing. Q, I like always say he's the creative.
We will get him back on the pod. Like,
we'll get him back on the pod.
Guys. We hear your cries.
He's like I always like say he's the creative director of our house, but like.
And it's very nice.
And it's like cute. It looks great. It looks fantastic at all times. But like sometimes I'm just like, can it be like a little messy?
Your
like, a little whimsy, like a little.
Your stuffed animals.
My stuffed animals, like cute as like they're like not to be seen, not to be heard at all.
Well, unless they can like pull up and like.
No, unless it's literally like cockatoo twins, like themed. You don't want to see it.
No, and that's real. Like you need somebody like strict in the house to get it together. Else it ends up Mod Podge.
Yeah,
you know?
Unless it ends up like maximalist, like Gen
like
Z.
bust down core. Yeah. If I ever have a house though, like it will be like, I just like don't even know what I would like make it look like.
Realica.
If I was just all like by myself, like on some like this is me, like I'd probably have nothing. Like I don't know.
I feel like my house is like how it looks now.
Yeah, I think so too. But I kind of like rely upon the flavors of like my roommates as well. You know what I mean? To like really get it like bustina.
Yeah.
So that part's a little hard, but
it's a little hard.
Anyway, should we be on theme? Like, let's talk about love.
Let's talk about love.
Let's talk about love, baby. Let's talk about you and me.
Let's talk about all the good things and
I'm
the
like,
bad things.
What can we say?
I'll open with. I was listening to Fiona Apple this morning.
Gorge. I was listening to Faye Webster.
Oh, we were trying to get in.
Like character. I was at Party City. Like,
yeah, that part. Um, I can't find it.
Oh.
Okay, keep talking. I'll
Okay.
find it.
I was gonna say, what if we shared our most romantic memories?
Wait,
Oh my
that almost made me
God.
cry. I need to find this lyric.
Honestly,
Stat.
I think I have like one or two like most romantic things that's ever happened to me for sure.
Wait. Okay, okay. I'm gonna find it.
What are you looking for?
I'm looking for the lyric.
Oh, if you enter upward lyric.
Mm-hmm.
T.
Maybe I'll find it. Okay, I'll remember it later. Damn, it was beautiful.
I'm like also like trying to think about me proposing a question that I'm like, do I have an answer for it? Let's find out together.
I'm scared to share mine.
Why?
I actually know exactly
Oh, okay, well.
what mine would be, but you go first.
Okay.
This is sickening.
Ooh. See how it's hard to talk about.
Shit,
Hard to talk about love. The most romantic thing that ever, I think one of the most romantic things, I've told you this before, but because I will say, like, I am a gift. Like, my love language is definitely gift giving, specifically like to people. But like, when I get a good gift, like, I don't really like expect everyone to be like good gift givers now. But like, when I get a good gift, like one that really has like some like thought behind it, like that, it will literally like stop me in my tracks.
Same.
So cut back to my first boyfriend, first and only. Damn, eight tour. But you know, I was very much in that. Like my first love was very much like the 19 to 21 pipeline. Like that's like when I feel like you were your most like something just like happens in that era to where if you get locked down, like it's one of those things where like you've shared blood. You know what I mean? And also first loves just go like so sick, nasty, crazy, sick, nasty.
Yeah.
Like there's really nothing like it.
Sick and nasty.
Sick and nasty and crazy. Also, do you guys mind if I take my shoes off? Whatever. I'll think about that later. I'm just like overstimulated by the red and green. I'm like, anyway, it's Christmas. Anyway, so I like went to his hometown, which he lived in like a beach town, I guess I don't think you call it a beach town, but I'm just not trying to dox. He lived in like a beach town. And we were like walking along the beach and I was like picking up all these shells. And I like picked up this shell, which was an abalone that I didn't know was abalone at the time. And I like picked it up and I was like, oh my God, this is so pretty. I'm going to keep it. And he was like, no, you can't keep those. Like they're like living, like, you know, if you take it, you would like kill it. And I was like, oh, okay. Like I didn't know, like, you know, they were like living, whatever. So I like threw it back in the ocean. I was like, damn, it was hella pretty though. That's crazy. Like, thanks for educating. You know what I'm saying? And then months go by. Totally forgot about this. Cut to in my car. Cut to in the backseat of my car. Anyway, missing that horribly. And I think it was my birthday. He'd like come to my hometown for my birthday. And he got me for my birthday like an abalone ring, like made out of like the abalone shell and like matching earrings. And I literally was like, I literally cried. So I cried. I'm a crier. Like one thing about me, I'm a cry. But that shit had me like, you remembered that?
That's insane. Fucking sweet.
Yeah, and he was on some like, now you can like actually have the shell. I was like, you know what? Just forget it.
That shit's nasty. That shit's nasty as fuck. That's
no, and he
ate crazy.
He ate.
I mean, that would keep me awake at night. Like,
well, and I used to have the ring on my shit, like, like, girl. Anyway, y'all get it, right?
Oh my God, that would literally have me staring at the ceiling every fucking
Mama, that breakup
night.
Was literally like, that's for the Patreon, but
no,
that breakup was
like
literally like,
wound.
No,
like literally gunshot wound to the chest.
Oh, my parents will tell you to this day, they were like literally worried about my wellness, but that was like, you know, again, first love, first breakup, very tough, but also you're like 19, but also, you know, many a things.
Beautiful shit.
It's many a things.
Yeah. Okay. I will say one of the most romantic, this has to do with like one of the most romantic things. It's a string of things. Okay. So I went on a date. This is like one of my mains. Like I have two mains, like two main people when I think
about. Is this like the OG? Or is this
is like the OG. Like literally this king, like thank you, Jesus. He moved to the other side of the country or I would be sick.
Be sick.
Anyways,
yeah, 100%.
If he ever listens to this, I'm like, sorry, you tore crazy.
Well, y'all get it, right? Like, sorry, we're giving you your flowers.
I'm like,
Damn.
you literally tore so crazy for this. Like,
nobody wants flowers no more.
yeah, so like I had like kind of like been talking, we'd been like talking and like we're gonna go on a first date. I don't know why there's like this random bar in Hollywood. I think like guys must look up like good bars to go on a date because
Probably.
2 guys have taken me here.
I know exactly what bar you're talking about. Yeah.
So anyways, we're like hanging out for the first time. He picks me up. Ew. Gross. Standing, waiting outside.
Oh my God. I was just about to say,
Ew!
the walk to the car.
Oh,
I will meet you there.
Oh my
I'll
God.
meet you there.
Because here's the thing about my life and my ass is I'm actually an upstairs neighbor.
Yeah.
So there's stairs to go down. So it's literally so fucking humiliating.
It's giving
going
the ball,
down
babe.
like like Cinderella ass fucking stairs, bitch, to go on a first date. Like it's so dramatic.
Loving that though.
And yeah, looking back, I never let anyone pick me up. Like, but this person, they could pick me up. They were so cute.
Yeah.
So anyways, they're like standing outside the car and they're like, hi. And we like hug and he's so cute. He's so freaking cute. Like, oh my gosh, I'm like gobsmacked. So whatever, he drives us to the state at the spot, whatever. And I was like, yeah, I was like in my like holistic like era. So I was just like eating, like I just remember I was like eating super clean, like I wasn't like really drinking, like I was just like in that like era because I was like trying to naturally heal my like PMDD.
Real.
So that was like my whole vibe, the shit I was on. So he was like asking me like, oh, do you like this? Do you like that? And like at the time I was like, oh no, like not really. Like I can't really like have that. Like I'm just like not like staying away from those things, like whatever. And he was like, okay, like what do you like? And I was like, I went to Seattle a couple years ago and there's this ice cream shop called Frankie and Joe's. And if you know that spot, you know it's like tea as fuck. It's like really good ice cream. It's also like really good for you. Like the ingredients are really good for you. And I was like, I think about that spot all the time. And I know like people hate Erewhon, but like Erewhon, I think is going to start carrying it. And I don't know, like I was just like telling him about it and he was like, oh, it's called Frankie and Joe's, and he like typed it in his phone and like whatever. And he was like, oh, it's this place? And I was like, yeah, it's so good. And there's like a salt, like tahini, like salt, like chocolates, like salted one that's really good.
Like
one.
Something.
Y'all get it. Like
get
cookie
it.
crumble, yeah, and with the nuts and stuff. And so anyways, I'm telling him about it and he's like, oh, okay, cool. That sounds really cool. And he was like, so like, what else do you like to do? And I was like, oh, you know, like I like to like go to the beach, like Malibu. That's when there's this spot in Malibu that I had just discovered.
I'm like, and I don't even say.
Hold
We're
on,
gatekeeping
y'all.
crazy.
Well, of course.
We're going to have to gatekeep, sorry.
Oh, I'll never. There's this spot in Malibu that I had like just found and like I would go there like once a week to like get right, like with my nervous system, like get her right and tight. And I was like, yeah, so I like go there and just like started like listing a ton of shit that I liked and whatever. And then he like came to like my friend's like concert.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. It's funny because if you know that, it's kind of funny. So anyways, we like go and he's like totally like being so fun about it and everything. And I'm like, oh my gosh, this guy's like really cool. I was a nervous fucking wreck.
Real.
Like I was not chill the whole time. Like I was pretty much just like clamped up because I was so nervous. But like everything about this person was so calming. So whatever, we do that. And then he like takes me home and he was like, oh, like, I want to hear your music. Like, so plugs me into aux and is like, oh my gosh, like your taste in music is so good. Like, and not like in like a fake ass facetious way. Like he's being so for real. Yeah. And I was like, what if we kissed? So anyways, I was like, I played my like top song of the month and he was like, oh my gosh, like this was my top song. And it was like, not to be that like indie bitch, but it was like a weird song. Like it's not a very popular song of this artist. So I was like, oh my God, like bitch, I'm gonna kill you. So then whatever, we leave that first date and he drops me off and we actually end up kissing. And it was a really good kiss. And he was like, wow, you're like a really good kisser. And I was like, oh, I think it's the same thing.
Wow.
Okay, bye. So I like run out of the car, jump into traffic and like...
Yeah, and it's over with.
The rest is history.
Yeah.
Okay, all that to say, so we go on our second date. Picks me up again. And I was like, I had no idea what we were doing. Like, he just like didn't tell us like what we're doing on the second date. He was like, so I was thinking like we should go to Malibu. To that spot you love. Okay, bold of you to assume I'd take you there. But
bold of you to assume.
bold
but
of you
like,
to
let's
assume.
Go.
And correct.
But like, let's rock. Yeah.
But like, let's
100%,
rock.
100%.
And he was like, yeah, like I made this playlist for us. He makes this fucking playlist. This Malibu drive to Malibu ass playlist because it's literally like a fucking mob to Malibu.
I'm gonna throw up.
Oh, he makes this Malibu playlist. It's so good. All the songs are fucking hit after hit after hit after hit. And we're just like talking, like all this stuff, whatever. We get to the beach. I get him there. We're there. To this day. it really makes me just like stop in my tracks.
Like it really humbles you, yeah.
So we get there, right? And he's like, oh, I got us this. It's the Frankie and Joe's fucking ice cream. He went to Erewhon. This man has never been to Erewhon, ever. Also, keep in mind, this ice cream is fucking expensive. It's $20 a pint. It's like $18, $20 a pint. So, like, it's really expensive, which is why I was like, it's a treat, you know? It's a delicacy, like, whatever. And it's really good fucking ice cream, and, like, I could have it. This whore bag, this whore literally, like, brought spoons, brought the ice cream, and was like, yeah, I just thought we could like sit here and enjoy it. Snow on the beach, weird but fucking beautiful, like you crazy bastard. So we literally have the most beautiful time sitting in Malibu talking. He's like telling me about his life, telling him about mine. We're eating this ice cream. We're like laughing. We're literally rolling in the sand, bitch. We're rolling in the sand in a crazy way. Like we just don't give a fuck. And it's so fun. It's getting late. We're kind of cold. We leave. But we don't want the date to end. We're having such a great time, right? We're having class. We're having such a great time.
Right, class, yeah.
So he was like, so like, just what else? Like, what's like more things you like?
Oof.
And so at the time I was really into Bachelor, and Bachelor in Paradise was on. And I was like, oh, I'm watching like Bachelor in Paradise and it's really good. And he's like, what? That sounds so fun. I want to watch it with you. And I was like, a new episode comes out tonight. Like, you could literally watch it with me. And he was like, okay, let's do it. I'll kill you. Are you crazy? My favorite ice cream at my favorite spot with good ass music. And now you're going to watch TV with me? You guys know.
Yeah, it's
you
over
guys
with.
Know.
It's over with.
We sit here, right here in the living room and watch that episode of Bachelor in Paradise. And I can't tell you what happened after that but just know we finished the episode.
Wow.
And then we hung out in my room.
Right.
And I was sick to my fucking stomach.
And the tea is like, I'm like, can I say this like on YouTube? I don't know, but my worst fucking fear is like, if I liked somebody, like if I was like dating somebody and I liked him, and then like we hooked up and it was bad.
Yeah.
Can you imagine?
No,
like I'm happy. Like hearing that makes me like, oh my God, thank God, because I'm just like, and is it even possible though? You know what I mean?
Oh,
maybe if there's like an established level of like intimacy and like comfort, then like there's no such thing as bad. Maybe.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
I think there's also like a difference when you're like seeing someone and you're 100%. Like taking your time.
Exactly.
And so like, even if it's not the best, you can kind of like redirect them. Not that I'm saying it would happen, but like, I feel like you're more like communicative about like, if it's like slang or not slang and just like the vibes and stuff.
Dude, that would
oh, it'd ruin everything.
That would ruin everything.
Of course.
Oh, that's horrible.
But I feel like that's like, I feel like all the guys that I've like been with and stuff, none of them have, well, I'm saying like dated like for real. Like I'm like, that you can like be like romantic and like do all those things and then be bad at the act. You can't. There's no shot, bro.
Oh, you said you can't?
You can't.
Okay.
Because I'm like, if you care,
I don't know though.
No, because this is my theory. This is my theory. If you care about details such as that, you care about someone having a good ass time.
Okay,
like
that's real.
Like someone who there was that girl on TikTok who like she was literally gonna like marry this guy, and for their anniversary present, he got them tickets to like a hockey game. And it was like these really nice tickets. She was like, oh, by the way, this is like your anniversary present, because they were like really expensive. She was like, I don't like hockey. Like, you like this hockey team. Like, this isn't special for me. This is special for you. And she like broke up with him. And I'm like, yeah, a guy like that is not going to be like conscious of like if he's tearing it up on IG Live in the bedroom.
Yeah. 100%.
You know what I mean?
I do. And that instills some faith in me, yes.
For sure. Because I'm like, if you're like remembering this like fucking ice cream and you're like so patient, taking your time,
right?
Like pulling out all this stuff, stops, like all these details and shit. And then you like go in the bedroom and you like flop era.
I just like a part of me is like scared that it's like an overcompensation.
Mama.
That's not true. Let me not even say that, because that's probably like 2%. Okay. But I'm just saying, like, as somebody who, mom, skip like 2 minutes. I know you're like listening to this episode, but it's just like important. It's important. Mind body connection.
Of course.
You know what I mean?
Of course. But like if it's
to me.
Yes, of course. And I just feel like if someone isn't good at that, then I'm just like.
But I'm just like the scenario in which.
But you know what?
No.
Okay, sorry.
Don't.
Sorry.
What?
No, well, what were you going to say? I was cutting you off.
No. Who?
I just have another thought to add to this theory.
Okay.
Right? I feel like when we're in the bedroom, like everyone's so scared to like say anything or like hurt feelings or like step on toes.
100%.
But I'm like, not to victim blame, but like guys, we do need to like be fucking honest. Like we can't.
It's true.
Like if it's just a hookup, fine. Like you could give an Oscar-worthy performance.
Yeah.
But like if you're like actually seeing this person and they're like not tearing it up on IG
it's
Live.
True, yes.
Like it's so important to literally just be like, hey.
And that's the thing is I just like don't even know. I mean, and y'all don't take any tips from me. I'm very not confrontational when it's, and it is necessary, but like in my head deemed unnecessary. Like I can have hard conversations and we can like talk through things like with friends and shit. But like when it comes to stuff like that, like I'd be like Cassie bathtub scene, like just forget it. And like, that's like we've talked about this before, but
move your crown's falling.
My crown's falling. I'm like, that is definitely like oh, your crown's falling too. Sorry.
Maybe I didn't. Honestly, I probably didn't put the crowns on that well.
But that is still to this day, like definitely one of my fatal flaws, because I will also say like in the realm of victim blaming and in the realm of like, guys, impermanence, ebb and flow, we might as well send things off like better than we got them. It's just like, you can always tell how hard the last person cooked.
Oh, for sure.
You know, and I think like we've said this before on the pod in the early days, but like y'all know if y'all get somebody after me, they came just as they came and left. Like I mean, it might be like a little like more like, you know what I mean? Like I might have got them together on some other shit. Like I might have got them together on some, I don't even know, just on some like live life and like have fun. But if they're like literally on IG Live like snooze fest, I'm literally like, woo! Like you ate, unfortunately.
And, okay,
and like they don't even eat.
I used to feel that way too. But then it's like if you're like consistently seeing someone, and they're like not, and they like, okay, here's the thing, right?
Yeah,
it's like they might have the tools to be successful. Like they care.
You think so?
Okay,
like they care.
This
caring
is my personal experience. Very vague. Very whatever.
Very vague. Right.
So I was seeing this person.
100%.
Cool as shit.
Loving.
We're in the bedroom.
Okay.
We're getting down.
All right.
And I'm just like, okay, you're in the right areas. You're caring about the right things for the right amount of time.
Yeah.
But you're not like hitting them in a way that is like going to like sound the alarms. You know what I mean?
100%.
And like
because it's also really hard
What do you mean?
As like a person with a vagina, like it's just like I can also understand that like yeah, like it is really in my opinion because number one, every like vagina is very different.
For sure.
And number two, it's like mama, like we got like 25 years on our belt. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like it ain't tea. So like for us, it's like, girl, like why are you hella like doing that? Like what are you doing? But if I didn't have a vagina and like somebody was like trying to like talk in code. Yeah, I'm like trying to talk in code on YouTube. If somebody was like, yo, bro, like let's make it crack, I'd be like, I'm gonna be so for real, bro. Like that shit hella confusing.
Okay. Kind of.
To me.
Okay, but then I'm like, see how like I don't like the discrepancy in like
but I think it's true.
Like I don't like that we know to bop it and twist it.
Well, because theirs gives is bop and twist, and ours gives like 1E and a 2E and a 3E and a 4E. You know what I mean?
I don't agree with that. I don't agree with that. Because if you could sound the like personally for me, I could get my engine going and like.
But for me, it's like if it was that easy, then it would be easy because arguably, like everybody's doing the same thing. Like everybody's just like, this is what I gotta do, like whatever. But like on like, guys, this is like.
Sorry, I'm just like rolling myself.
Like when we're in health class right now.
Like Valentine's Day.
When we're in health class. In my opinion, though, it's just giving like directions need to be very clear and arguably need like trial and error just because of like the parts, you know?
But honesty.
Yeah.
That's my tea. Because I'm like, you're right. Like every vagina is different and like everyone likes different shit. Like that is so true.
100%.
Like and you learn different things you do like. And then you're like, oh, actually that thing wasn't even working for me. Also, with different people, different things hit different.
100%.
You feel me? Like there's things that I'm like, I would have never, but for whatever reason, with this person, it hits different. So I don't know.
Yeah.
There's you know,
like me like closing the door to the freak realm. I'm like, we'll see you on Patreon. But
we'll see you on Patreon.
No, but that's tea.
But yeah, but I guess like my point is, it's just like make sure you're honest because I'm just like that's where the slip ups happen. That's where like
totally
the unsatisfaction like some baby girl shit. Like I'm just like if we're every day of our lives out of convenience of like not wanting to hurt someone's feelings, giving Oscar worthy performances just fucking cuz. Like girl, yes, of course you're gonna roll your eyes every time they literally like look at you crazy.
No, and that's like super, super real.
And like I feel like I'm the CEO of like just redirection. Like I'm just gonna move your hand.
I mean, yeah, I guess. Wow, that's hella real.
Are you? Because I'm just
that's
like
hella real though.
You're slaying. Let me just move your shit, Natalie Nunn to the left. Right. Well, and they don't care. They're like,
well, yeah. I'm just like, and they also need to have like the base level of slang.
Yes, and also I'm just like, if you're willing to put in the work, right?
Yeah, if you're open-minded,
like
and,
I'm
like,
just
listening.
saying, like if you're there and you're like literally like trying to like make some shit happen, I might as well just make it for real instead of like sit. Also, I'm just like for me, I'm just like someone should tell me like do this, do that.
Yeah,
and then I'm like, okay, great. So now you're having like a good experience. If I'm just like, you're already doing it, I might as well just make this like good experience.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just think that like, if they're there, they're putting in the work, they're doing the thing.
Yeah, active participation.
You might as well just be doing the real thing. Yeah. Like, I think of it this way. You know, did you guys have like cousins who were like younger than you? Okay. Well, I used to have like a younger cousin and he would like, this is a crazy like analogy, but it's just like, we would literally give him like a fake controller. So he thought like he was like playing the game and like slang, but really we were just like, nah, we're just like giving this to you so you like don't feel bad.
Yeah.
Why are we giving people fake controllers?
Because when he tries to play, he don't know how.
He don't know how.
That's
but I'm
real.
like,
that's real.
How else are you going to learn if I don't tell you what's tea?
But that's why yours are coming through and coming out better.
Well, I feel like I already be like choosing people who.
Yeah, and see, that's what I was also gonna say is you have the privilege too of like the people, they're not bad.
I've been with people who are bad.
Well, I mean, yeah.
Oh my God. Actually, that made me think of someone who talk about the least romantic thing ever. Talk about the most inconsiderate person. I'll tell you about this person.
Oh, wow.
Oh my gosh, this is the worst date. One of the worst dates I've ever. This is the worst date I've ever been on. It's so bad that I actually forget about this date often. Went on a date with this guy. Already took a chance on him. Like I showed him to people and they were like, "Whoa."
Do I know this person?
I don't know.
Anyway, doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter. He's so lame. So lame. Anyways, but I don't know why. He seemed like kind of quirked up first. He seemed like quirked up, so I gave him a chance.
Yeah, like think they're quirked up. Easy.
Not the right kind of quirked up.
Yeah.
Anyways, we go to Whiskey a Go-Go.
Uh-huh.
Is that the venue?
The bar? Or yeah, the venue, sorry.
Okay. So we meet at the place next to Whiskey a Go-Go, get a drink. Already, he's late. He's 10 minutes late. Pissed me the fuck off. Okay? You're 10 minutes late. Okay. I should be 10 minutes late, not you. Okay. So he shows up, whatever. We're at this bar. He is like fucking snooze fest, so boring. And I sound like a fucking dick right now, but I just mean like, think about the most like basic, boring, like, like literally the adults when they talk in Snoopy, like that's literally what he's giving. And he's talking about how he wants to be in comedy. And like, listen, I'm not in comedy, so like I can't, like, I don't go on stage and I don't like do stand up. So like, I'm not really gonna like sit here and like be a jerk and be like, but like genuinely, he wasn't even funny. Like, I just feel like people in comedy, like, if that's your tea and you want to do sketch comedy or like, I feel like I should laugh like at least once.
Yeah. Also, Michael Longfellow, if you ever see this, like I'm free on Tuesday.
Same. Oh shit! I didn't mean that. I'm sorry. I don't know why I did that.
No, and hey, you know we have a pact.
We have a pact, and we know what it is.
We have a pact of like, guys. Unfortunately, sorry, slight tangent. So we can explain what the pact is. One thing about me. If you line up 5 of my friends in a room and you literally were like 1D style, like Harry's about to come in this room and like kidnap one of y'all, and it wasn't me, I'd be like, it gotta be somebody though.
It gotta be somebody because someone has to tell the tales of Sweeney Todd.
Exactly.
Anyways, so he's just like not funny at all. And I'm just like, and so I'm like obviously cracking jokes because that's what I do.
Right.
And he's like, wow, you have like, I can't remember what he said about like my jokes, but he was like, oh, like you're so... I don't know. And I was like, ew, shut the fuck up. So anyways, next, we go to this fucking concert for this fucking band. And I know the only reason he wanted to go to this concert because there was one song he knew from this fucking band. And it's like a really, really popular song. And I'm like, why? Like, what is wrong with you? So he makes us wait. Like, there's like 4 openers. He makes us wait through all 4 openers. I am miserable because also it's like, if you've been to Whiskey a Go-Go, like if you're not like in the pit, then you're like to the side and everyone's trying to walk through and it's just fucking hell.
Yeah.
So I'm just like with this snooze fest ass dude, we sit through 4 openers of like these punk old heads being like, like I performed here in the 80s. And I'm like, God, shut the fuck up. Everyone shut the fuck up. Like I was so done. Finally, I hear the one song that obviously everyone knows. And he's like, that was amazing. No, it wasn't. I almost killed myself. I really almost jumped. So, okay. So I'm done. I'm sober. I'm done. Like that was like, I need a drink. So he's like, oh, like, should we go to this bar up the street? Fuck it. I'm so like delirious. I'm like, fuck it. So we go to this bar and he's like, wait, let's check out this bar next door. What's up with this fucking like explore, like Dora the Explorer ass spirit? He makes me climb up all these steps to go to the top of this bar. It's fucking weird. This girl is like in a bikini going down a stripper pole and this guy's like talking about Satan and it's fucking weird. So we leave that bar, go to the bar I told him we should go to and it's fun. And this guy comes up to me and he's like, oh, like, do you want some weed? And I'm like, yes, thank you, God. Yes, anything to keep me from being in my reality right now. Obviously, this man offers me the weed, not the person that I'm with. Because things about being a girl, right?
Things about being a girl. 100%.
This motherfucker is like, can I hit that? No, you can't.
Real.
No, you can't.
You gotta ask, you know what I mean?
That's big unkies. That's big unks. So no. So I'm sitting here finally high as shit, like finally like escapism, whatever. He starts kissing me. I'm just like, at this point, I am like literally a passenger in my body. Like, he starts kissing me. I'm just like, ew, this is like the worst makeout session in the fucking world. Like, this, it just sucks. Kissing's so fun, and you like are making me hate it so much. And so, like, I'm hating every second of it. And he's like, we should leave. And I'm like, yeah, we should. So he like orders an Uber, and the whole time I'm in the Uber, I'm so high. I'm like, okay, I need to tell him to like add a stop. I need to tell him to add a stop. I had no clue that he literally lived like what, like just up the hill. So like, oh. So like we're in the Uber, get out, like we're getting out of the car. I'm like, fuck, now I'm in this guy's house. So we're in his house, whatever. And I'm like, literally, like he's just whatever. He's living like in like man squalor, like just quirked up man bullshit. Like not even good quirked up, like bad quirked up. Like he had this lamp, and it literally was like it was like a stick figure going like this. And he was like, "Isn't that lamp so funny?" I saw it and I just thought it was so funny. And I'm like, "You're not funny, so it's not funny." Okay, whatever. So I'm exhausted. This man's like talking to me. It literally is just like fucking brown noise. Like it's making me like want to kill myself. And so I'm like, I just like go into his room. Like he's like making himself like a drink or something. I like lay down in his bed and I'm like ordering an Uber. Like I'm just like exhausted and I like literally am overstimulated and I need alone time. He comes into his bed. The Uber, for whatever reason, was going to take 5 minutes to fucking get to me, okay? So we're laying in his bed, and he starts kissing me again, hating it horribly. This is where things get comical. He starts moving his hand down there, and I'm laughing at this point. I'm letting him do this because I'm like, no, he is about to flop in a way that's so crazy that I'm going to let him do it because it's actually going to be fucking hilarious. So, of course, as expected, but I didn't expect this. So he's like moving his hand down and he just starts going. You can't. And keep in mind, this is like not even on my. This is like on my thigh.
No.
Like,
No.
Okay. Well,
no.
Thanks for the massage.
No.
Thanks for the massage. Thanks for the massage.
No.
Like, I was just like,
No.
I literally was sitting there and I was like laughing so fucking hard.
No.
Like, I was laughing so hard. I was laughing so hard. He thought he ate crazy. He did not. Oh my God, it was horrible. So I left. My Uber came and I was laughing so fucking hard in the back of this Uber. Like, I could not even believe. I cannot even believe that. I could believe that happened to me, of course, but like it was just such a god awful day, and I don't know why I entertained it for so long. Like I think at just a point I like gave up.
No, like entertained. Have you unentertained?
Yeah. And yeah, I just really gave up on him. Like he was just the most boring person on planet Earth. Like horrible kisser, like just so fucking boring. And I hung out with him a second time. I think I was just like trying to prove to myself that like it wasn't as bad as I thought it was. And it was like,
hey, I've done it.
It was worse. It was
it's
just
always
like
worse.
It was just, he was so boring, so boring. And so he kept hitting me up because his like job would get him like free tickets to stuff. So he was like, oh, like I'm going to like see this musical, or like, oh, I'm going to this baseball game. And I'm like, these things I would actually love to do, but if I had to do them with you, you would make me like hate these things. So I like hated that man. Like I hated him. And that just goes back to my theory that like men who like are selfish are horrible and bad. Like talking about the most selfish person on planet Earth. Like, girl, you made me sit through this like 10-hour concert.
Yeah.
Like I want to kill myself.
A concert for a date is also like so awky. I'm sorry.
Like it could be done so right though.
For a first, I wouldn't do it.
I would do it for a first. I have done it for a first.
I'm not subscribed
But
to the vision.
in this setting, It was crazy work. And the fact that, like, here's the thing. The person, my OG person,
Yeah.
we went on a concert on our first date. Remember?
I'm like, and one thing about her, she's gonna whisper, what?
Anyways, we went on a concert. Like, after we went to the bar, remember I said we went to my friend's show?
Well, yeah. But that's a little different, I feel.
Okay, but it was still a concert.
Okay.
And here's the thing. Okay. We got to hang out first.
Exactly.
And in that hangout, like, he tore. Like,
yeah.
He slayed. This guy, oh my fucking God. Talk about ASMR to get you to sleep. Like, that guy's fucking voice. Like, Jesus Christ, I've never not liked someone so much in my whole entire life.
Wow.
And he thought he ate crazy. I'm like,
well, he had to have. I was like thinking to myself, like, I just wonder what that playback is like for him. You know?
No.
Because, well, he thought he ate that.
The only good thing that I remember happening that I was like, oh, maybe like he isn't so bad was like, I remember when he was about to kiss me, he put his hand, like he like reached underneath my jacket and like put his hand behind, and I was like,
Ooh.
oh my God, like finally he's about to tear this up. No, that's the only good thing.
Like the second anyone like, guys, I'm sorry. Like I can't say this on public. I'll say it on Patreon, but.
Hey, man. Sorry.
It's okay.
But I'm like, that's like, there's romance and then there's like fucking losers.
Yeah. Oh my God, he texted you.
Girl, he kept texting me. Dude, that's the shit that had me weak.
Oh, my like, Heidi Lau sending me a text with a coupon. I'm like,
wait, let's use.
My affirmations thing that my therapist made me get what? That my therapist had me get. Affirmation of the day, everyone. I allow myself to love who I am, not who I think I should be.
Oh, it's lovely.
Tour. That's crazy.
Yeah, that's
crazy.
And I forget about that date all the time.
I need somebody like thoughtful boots, Tina.
Oh yeah, same.
You know?
That was definitely in a dark time. Like I was going on a lot of rebound dates at that time because I was trying to get over OG, and he was like one of the strays that I caught.
No, because the posts like break up like bust down like 6 months of like I don't even know like ayahuasca and like running 5Ks.
Ayahuasca.
Dude, let me tell you this later. But that's the time when like it literally don't even matter like just the reboundification. Like I just feel like there's just like nothing to even, you know what I mean?
I just
nothing
like
soothes.
Nothing soothes.
But going through. The only way out is through.
And also it's like I will never, I mean like that's like a lesson I learned like very early on because I was like pretty young when all of this was happening. Like I was like 22, 23.
Mm-hmm.
And legit, there was this guy. He was like just such a lovely guy. I really enjoyed like hanging out with him and stuff. Like he was just like, honestly, he's another one of my faves.
Mm-hmm.
We just like, I don't think we would have worked out, but like I genuinely like jadored.
Yeah.
This man. Like jadored.
Love it.
So fun to fucking key with. Anyway. And he was a key boots. He was such a key. We dated for a while, actually. So much so that we actually were gonna lock it down in a crazy way.
Oh my God.
We were, like, he was like, we were talking about it. We were actually gonna lock it down. And then he was like, yeah, like, let's talk about it. And I was like, okay. Guys.
Girls too, huh? Girls too, huh?
Oh my God. Like, I fucking, like, I don't know, like, what possessed me, but I got, like, so scared. And I literally, like, I think, like, the next, like, I don't know, like, 2 days after that, like, literally, like, broke things off. It was so fucked up.
Girls too.
It was so fun.
It's not just men.
No, it's not just men, of course, because I think about that to this day, and I think about how, like, horrible that was, and, like, don't worry, like, I've gotten my karma, like, 10 fucking folds back. But, like, it was horrible. And I miss him so much. He's, like, great. And he's actually in, like, a very loving relationship, and that makes me so happy.
Oh, wow.
It does, because he deserved
happy
that.
For him.
Like,
happy
he deserved, like, a baddie with his like baddie friend. Like he was so sweet and gorge and lovely and bisexual. Just so bisexual. Like true bisexual, not no fraudulent shit.
Fraudulent shit.
Sorry.
Girl, we're not expanding on that. Like bi erasure, y'all, it's still alive and it's well.
I don't believe in bi erasure. Like
well,
I believe
to believe
sorry,
to do it.
I believe in bi erasure. I said it wrong. I believe that it's real and it's true and it's happening.
Like the bi or the erasing?
The erasing.
It is, yeah.
But some people, can we say this? Guys.
You tell me bi, like, I don't know.
Guys.
Bi on bi crime that's about to happen right now.
Yes, because listen to me. Just because.
I personally, this does not reflect any of my personal views, but I'm gonna let this woman speak.
You might have to cut this out. Just because you live with roommates and you wear a crop top and paint your fucking nails does not make you bisexual, because if I reach for your and you jump, put the proof's in the pudding. The proof is in the pudding.
Guys, we are there's no way this shit getting monetized. Like, this episode is so demonetized. Honestly, period. Happy Valentine's Day, guys.
I'm like, just bleep the words.
No, because oh god, no, I can't even talk about that either. Patreon. T.
And that's all I'm going to say about that. Like, because that's the other thing too. Like, I don't know. Like, I'm just like, yeah, like, y'all be your like bi erasure crazy, but I'm just like, some people, like, it's fraudulent activity. It is because the people who are actually bi, like the guys who kiki down, like literally like come across as like only gay, which is like specifically my type of men. And that was like this person, like he just came across as like probably would only like guys, but no, he like actually really liked girls. And I was like, he was not no fraud. Yeah, oh
my god.
But there's some frauds out there for sure, and I've dealt with them.
T.
Gucci,
I can't confirm or deny that.
Oh.
I haven't dated anyone bi.
Yeah, you have.
No.
You've gone on a date.
They're not bi.
Yeah, they are.
You say, and see how she comes all the way back around and proves her own point. You think he is because of how he like is.
He is not only confirmed.
Confirmed?
He like had like a coming out post and everything.
Oh, we're talking about different people. See, and when we got similar types, I'm like,
right.
Oh, right. Oh yeah, that was really sweet.
And tour.
I can't say too much because like that would dox, but like I will say like, aside from, you know, color, creed, and whatever, like generation matters to me. Because like if I'm like trying to talk to you about like fucking like Trisha Paytas, you know what I mean? And you're literally like, who are you talking about? I'm like, girl, like,
right.
Like then we're just not, I don't know that we're gonna like speak the same lang. Like I get that it works for some people to be like, you know, age cap Tina, like whatever. But for me personally, like, it just kind of gave like, girl, you're gonna think I'm too brain rot, and that's okay.
No, I mean that's the best part of dating a gay person versus like a straight guy. Oh my god, I could never.
Yeah, I could never.
I'm like, guys, I don't even know.
Hold on, sorry.
Like,
can I set the record straight before you like say something? I'm like, because let me actually own up to my sins, which is that I do date straight men, but like they are. I mean, I feel like I'm always kind of like attracted to them because of this, because it is something that is essential. But like, there's always like. I'm like, would they even all say that they're straight? But like there's always like an understanding and like a like connection to queerness. Yeah, like they're like in our community already or something like that. Because I'm like, girl, ain't no way I can date somebody who watches football on Sundays.
That could be fun.
Well, you like that kind of. But I just like, in my head, it's like, Mama, it's Drag Race Fridays.
It's Drag Race Fridays.
And if you can't watch Drag Race with me and like shut the fuck up.
It's Trader Thursdays, it's Drag Race Fridays, like, and
then you can't say nothing.
And it's House of Dragon Sundays.
Well, because you also know that I'm literally like, my brown noise is like literally all drag. And I just am like, I could never code switch for a man. Like I could never like date anyone who's not.
Yeah.
Anyway, but to your point.
To my point, which is also like the whole, like, do you know what's happening in the NBA right now?
I saw one TikTok that was talking about a trade that was happening and relating it to High School Musical. So like I think I kind of get it.
Yeah, so like I guess Luca, who like played for the Dallas Mavericks, got traded to the Lakers, and they like gave Anthony Davis from the Lakers to the Dallas Mavericks. I don't really like care, but the amount of men who are like actually like that's the most emotion I've seen them show in like years. Like I mean the amount of boyfriends who are like on the phone with their friends being like, this is like not real life. Like this is like da da da. I'm just like,
and that's the thing. Like I am within such an echo chamber personally that like I didn't even hear about it at all.
The only reason I was like, what's happening is because I saw Taco's story.
I don't follow him.
Okay. I saw Taco's story and his friend was like, oh my God, like this is crazy. Da, da, da. And Taco was like, I thought someone died. And I was like, what? Like what happened? And then I saw one of my friends being like, is everyone else's boyfriends okay? Like my boyfriend is like acting like insane today. And I was like, oh, okay, like what is happening? Like why are men like panicking? And then I saw it and I was like, okay, gag. Well, good thing for LA, but
good thing for LA?
Because he's good. Luca's good.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, sorry to men that
I'm sorry
sad.
That's happening.
I don't know.
Aww.
No, I'm like,
right.
couldn't. Oh my God, like, no, I couldn't. Like, imagine if I literally came home with like a like. I'm just thinking about like bringing to the gang like a literal like man like man like
I
he
don't
him
know.
man like man, you know.
Okay, I am saying all this, but like one of my best friends, Emma, is engaged to a he him man, Selton, and he is my favorite he him like in the whole entire world. Like I like my tire will be flat, he checks it. Like if something's like he's put the AC in my wall. So like I definitely think there's a demographic.
Yeah.
And I think like he him men are like fantastic. Like
he doesn't. I mean, I don't know him and I haven't met him, but he doesn't even give that. He doesn't even give the flavor I'm talking about.
But you know what? I think Selton's also like not like. I think why Selton's such a great man, period, is also because like he likes sports and stuff, but he also likes video games.
Yeah,
and he likes anime. Like he's like cultured.
I'm just like in my head, it's more of like an energy thing of like if I brought home like a man who like has like fish on profile.
That's what I mean.
That's what I'm saying. Because even I mean, like I said, I don't know him like, and I haven't met him, but like even from like the photos and stuff that they post, like I'm like, no, you can tell he gives.
I just love Selton.
You can tell.
That's a good man, Savannah.
Like, what if I really did?
No, I mean, I
mean, I guess then it would like if you brought home somebody who was like literally like normal SpongeBob, like square, the house down, boots, like literally like goes like hunting or something, I would be like, well, there must be.
He must be like mute.
I was gonna say that he must be like really sweet and kind or something.
I was gonna say I could see myself. There's a very, very real.
Well, because your type kind of gives.
There's a real reality.
There's a. Now that I'm thinking about it, like there is like a really specific dichotomy that you have.
Yeah.
Like he's either giving like IT like 9 to 5 boots, or he's giving like, what's the guy that's not Ken? Like he's giving Alan.
Oh,
it's like one of those, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like, well,
I definitely think there's a very true opportunity for someone who's just like normal Bob to like sweep me off my feet.
100%.
But that would only happen if they were like honestly pretty mute. Like I will say my like OG type, like before all the fucking noise, all the fucking bullshit,
right,
was like the guys in class who would literally be mute. Like, I mean, right? Like a crush is a lack of information. Yeah. I would just have a crush on them because I'm like, I genuinely don't know what your voice sounds like. And if that isn't true to who I am today, like I think the best relationship I could possibly be in is like me, girl who doesn't shut the fuck up, and guy who's just like,
I need to like write that down. Cause I be like trying to like be in debate class for some reason.
Oh, I hate that. I'm like,
and it's hard. I'm starting to grow out of it a little bit. Like I'm starting to be like, I can't like, but y'all know that like one thing about me up until like last year is like, I was trying to bag like a yapper, like somebody who was like more powerful than me. Not powerful, but you know what I mean? Like more like aura, like had more aura.
That is my worst fear.
But I don't even know what that like.
That is my worst.
I don't know what that dog is.
Fear.
Well, it won't happen because it's so easy to like decide. But that was just like my dog. Like I used to go for like class clowns. Like I'd be in class like, oh my gosh, she's so like funny and yappy. Like I like that one. And then it's just like, girl, like, but you be hella yapping too.
I don't
Patreon
like that.
tea as well.
I
But
don't like that shit. I need my guy. This is every guy who I've ever dated who like literally like I fall in love with you, like tell my parents about you, like literally just everything about you, like obsessica with you, obsessica Simpson Jones.
yeah.
Marie the Third. Like if you want me to be like obsessica Simpson Jones, Marie the Third about you. I mean, literally, your aura is very like when you first meet, like they're just like shy guy, like 420. And then like that's their screen name, shy guy 420.
Literally.
And then when we're like in person and then you like get comfortable, you're like they get excited. Like it's like you crack their shell. Oh, right there. Big Mama's purring. Big.
Guys, we're so not TOS this. Real.
Like if you're like shy as hell and then you literally come in and you're like, they get excited like for just you as fuck. And they're like,
sweet.
You know what I mean? Like they like you crack their shell.
No, but that's sweet. Haven't had that yet.
Live for that. Like, I mean, I live.
Yeah, that's really sweet.
I live for that shit. I love shy people. I do. I love shy people.
Yeah.
Q's shy.
Is he?
Yes, but
I guess we're all kind of shy. You're not shy.
No, you're not shy.
I consider myself a little shy.
No, you're not.
Or not shy, but like I'm definitely not. We've had this conversation a million times, but you'll know like when I'm comfortable.
Yes.
And like the vibe check is quick. And if I'm like not vibing, it's like it's a steep hill to climb.
That's true.
But like I'll let you up.
I'll let you up.
So, well, y'all get the vibe, right?
Y'all get the vibe. I'm sorry to like men in Dallas, I guess.
To what?
To the men in Dallas who like the Mavericks.
Oh yeah, or whatever. Oh my God. Sorry, I'm looking at my notes. Bro, Nara Smith turning 23 like last week. Yeah. That's all I'm gonna say.
Thank God.
Yeah, of course.
I'm excited for her to turn 27.
Well, yeah. I'm like, if we even still have like phones by then, like we about to be 50.
Guys, I'll save it for my media.
And also, I just want to give a quick shout out to Timothée Chalamet, who is like absolutely killing in press right now. Like absolutely so back, sick, nasty.
Adoring him.
Dude, I was talking to my nail artist, Nail Bay Ballet, queen. And when I was getting my nails done last time, I hope she don't mind if I like air her like thought out, because I'm like, I'm sorry, but you tore. But we were talking and I was like, we were just kind of talking like about how like men seem to love Timothée Chalamet. Like I feel like everyone's like boyfriends, like da-da-da-da-da. Like everyone's, for some reason, like there's a theme I'm hearing a lot of like men having like a real like, you know what I mean? Like a brohood for Timothée Chalamet. Like they'll always be like, that's gay. She had this theory that because like Timothée Chalamet is so just kind of like quirked up, like boy as fuck. And like, he's like, she basically was like, Timothée Chalamet is like hella quirked up and like boy as fuck, but he literally bagged like a bad, like, you know what I mean? Like the image of like a bad thing. And she was like, I'm sure there's hella guys who are like, oh my God, that's so me. Like, whatever. And then she was like, because that is like the combo. Like she was like, that is the combo, like bad ding. And then like boy.
And then boy.
Like quirked up boy.
And then
you know what I mean?
Boy.
But like what happens if you're quirked up girl too? You know what I mean?
Quirked up girl needs to be with mute. Like, period. That's my theory. I mean, like,
That's always been your theory. And
I am the CEO of, like, if your quirked up shorty said I need my 40, you need, like, mute listener.
And, like, yeah. Me like, yeah, trying to like get on that wave for sure.
I love mute.
I know you do, and you've been saying it, and you've been saying it.
I'm missing mute people. Like, I just want to like hang out with like shy people.
Well, and you have to like look for them, you know, because you won't hear them.
You won't. Oh my God, I love nothing better than you're at a function, haven't heard a guy talk once. Come here, let me hear your voice. Like, what is your voice even like? I don't know. I wouldn't know because you don't talk.
Anyway,
exactly.
Mute people up.
Mute people, shy people.
Shy people up 2025. Anything else?
No, I was ready to share my media.
I was about to say media, but I just wanted to make sure that you weren't.
Guys, my neighborhood watch this week is Handmaid's Tale. I know it came out in like 2016, but like low key watching it right now is like crazy as fuck because I'm like, mama,
a documentary in front of you.
Mama, a documentary. And you know what's so crazy? Also, everyone who like messaged me about Arcane, just know I saw you, but that's when like the fires were happening. So I was like shook up, book up.
Yeah.
So like you get it. But just know I saw y'all. Handmaid's Tale, Mama, the documentary in front of you, because I saw the reason why I wanted to watch it, because this girl on TikTok, I saw her comment. And they were talking about like if things get really bad and like you're under like an oligarchy or like you're under like really bad government, there's like always a time when people are like, I should leave. And so this girl was like, her husband, who like pretty much they had where her husband was from, they had the government got overthrown. And they pretty much had like a revolution. And she was like, he knew it was time to leave. And he said it would always be time to leave when they start arresting journalists. And like journalists start getting arrested and stuff or getting in trouble for like saying certain things. And I was like, oh, that's like really interesting. And this girl, like I just was like going through the thread and this girl was like, that's such an interesting point because when I watch Handmaid's Tale, I always watch that show and I'm like, damn, at what point would I have left? And I'm like, that's so interesting, the concept that like things, and then so I watched the show, I'm like on the last season or the last episode of the first season, and it's so true because like I'm just watching the show and I'm like, damn, yeah, I wouldn't have left. I would like, they even were like, oh, let's just we're going to go to a protest, like all this stuff and just organizing super well and just, you know what I mean? Cause it's just crazy how they're like, I don't know, like you don't realize how bad it is until just like, it's right there in front of you.
Yeah. Frog in a boiling pot for sure.
And that's what they were saying. They were like, you wouldn't even know.
Yeah.
And so I was like, okay, interesting. But it's a really fucking good show.
Yeah, I remember. It was very good. It got too dark for me in like third season though. Or second, third season. I was like, girl, I can't watch this shit.
Okay.
But I was also like 19.
Okay,
so.
I'm like the first season, I'm like, this is terror.
Absolutely iconic. 100%.
Like I'm watching it and I'm like, yeah, Gatandra.
Yeah, it's crazy. My media is Faye Webster's Tiny Desk.
Right. Oh, when this comes out.
You already know what to do.
Sorry, I cut you off.
No, you're good.
Continue, Faye.
That's all I had to say.
Oh, when this comes out, I went on the Hefty Gals podcast.
Oh, cute.
Emma and Gabby Menard, my divas in Christ.
Yay.
I'll link it below, but yeah,
Work.
they have a podcast and it's called Hefty Gals, and I was on it, and it's so fun. Love those divas.
Go check out the divas, and yeah,
guys, let's just like find love. Right?
Yeah. Bring back love 2025.
Like, just like, let's like lean into love.
Yeah, 100%.
I'm like, once I'm like not congested, I'm going to be like leaning into love in a crazy way.
Yeah, same.
Like once I can like hear this part of my head.
Yeah.
Like once this part of my head is like clear and like I can hear my, like.
It's over with.
I'm leaning into love.
It's over with. Well,
Well,
that's what we got for you guys.
Loving y'all horribly.
I know. Speaking of love, loving you guys horribly, and we will see you same time next week. Y'all get it right.
Same time next week.
Yeah.
And fun things
Happy
on the
B-Day.
way.
Yeah.
Always fun things on the way.
Okay. Bye, guys.
Bye,
Loving you horribly.